Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Chelsea here, ready to upgrade your home and save big? Now's the perfect time with Renewal by Anderson. For a limited time, it's buy one, get one 40% off on all windows and doors. That's right, buy one, get one 40% off plus flexible financing options to fit your budget. Our custom-built energy-efficient windows and doors are made with Vibrex, 2 times stronger than vinyl, giving you the durability you need and the savings you want. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to book your free consultation today. Don't wait, this offer won't last. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613. Proud partner of the Florida Gators.
So one of life's most important decisions, if you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. Something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
When you're hungry for midday sports talk, share a table with Helmets and Heels.
It's a bad idea to travel on an empty stomach.
Mia, Lauren, and Taylor.
We like hungry.
Switched on by First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Hey, there's a lab-grown diamond and jewelry sales event going on right now at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Monahan's is known for its natural diamonds and gemstones, but we've had so much demand for lab-grown diamonds that now through the end of September, Monahan Jewelers is having a lab-grown diamond and jewelry sales event. We've brought in a huge selection of lab-grown diamonds and jewelry to meet this incredible demand. Lab-grown diamond sales event now through the end of September at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
The Sunshine State says it all in the nickname. That summer sun in Florida can take its toll on an air conditioning unit and send your electric bill through the roof. Florida Home AC can help you handle the heat with a brand new AC unit with low monthly payments and over $3,000 in federal tax credits on select systems. So this summer, don't sweat it out. Cool off with Florida Home AC, the official AC company of the Jaguars. Call them today, 777-4300, and check out their tremendous savings on a brand new AC system.
It only takes a drop of water to cause someone to slip and fall, but it takes a lot more to prove that your injuries were the result of negligence. The store said the floor was dry. Our investigators learned that on the day of the accident, it had been raining.
So the next time it rained, we went back. And guess what? Rainwater was dripping from the ceiling, exactly where our client was injured. When you're in for the fight of your life, investigators with 30 years of experience is a good thing. Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists returns with their free bumps and bruises evaluation clinics. Now with 4 locations, these free injury assessments are open to all schools and athletic programs. Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 through October 26th at Cortex Sports Performance in Ponte Vedra, Preferred PT in Fleming Island, and also at Brooks Rehab on Centurion Parkway and Brooks Rehab at World Golf Village.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Andrew Gibson for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Chad and Sandy Real Estate. Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan with the latest guidance on Hurricane Helene.
Please, please, please stay off the roads if you can. If you don't have any reason to be out and about, please just stay home and hunker down. There could be isolated tidal flooding of up to 3 feet along the St. Johns River. In particular, the San Marco, downtown, Hogan's Creek, Southampton, Riverside, St. Vincent's, and Ribault areas that all are very prone to flooding could see some flooding during this storm. Please keep your phone charged. Download the Jax Ready app and pay attention to your local meteorologist for real-time progress on the storm.
Mayor Donna Deegan. It's 77 degrees at 7 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
You know it! Sweet Friday! I need a little emotion, please. Hey! Ho! Hey, ho! Woo!
Come on! Friday's down, man. She's going to Houston. She's doing some freelance work in the club scene. Yeah.
I know that.
She's leaving today, yeah. Big Friday, Saturday night scene there in
Friday! No, you can't light up in here. Put the vape pen down.
Yeah, you're
Stop.
allowed to vape indoors. Let her be.
Not here.
Let her be. Thursdays are a big party night, right, E? Remember back in the day when you were young, Thursday was a fun party night.
Oh, yeah. We slide over to Bourbon Street.
Sure.
Oh,
A lot of blurry eyes riding in on Friday mornings with the younger workforce.
Oh, yeah.
And you Gen Zers, God knows what you're doing. You don't want to work to begin with. Throw in a Thursday night to start, a lot of calling in sick today, probably.
Friday talked about E years ago before E joined us on the program, but she knew E from out on the streets.
Yeah. You didn't know that? Yeah, we had that conversation one morning.
I didn't know Friday was talking about me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Some of the untoward things he tried to.
There's this too. I mean, what was it not a clue when she literally took Destiny and punctured her and threw her in the St. John's?
I mean,
I didn't tell you something. You didn't get the message there when she
apparently not.
She met Destiny in the back alley and
she gone.
I thought that was between, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was keeping that in house.
I'm sorry. I thought we knew that.
You know what I'm saying?
God rest her soul. Destiny used, abused, and thrown away. What you got? You coming with?
No, hopefully everybody's safe after last night. It was, windy and rainy.
It was messy. It was a messy storm, and I don't want to dismiss because
it was bad down. I haven't seen much.
I'm talking about here. Yeah, the people hearing us right now, and I'm not. That doesn't mean somebody didn't have a tree fall. And, hopefully everyone's safe out and about. But yeah, it was. We had about, at least where I live, we had about that 6 to 8 hour window, probably from like 8 o'clock till 3 o'clock in the morning, where it was. Yeah, I had a couple of things happen. It blew my grill sitting back in my, big heavy grill sitting back in my patio got blown out. That's never happened. Live and learn. Reptiles.
We got another, with a weekend comes another opportunity.
For the Jags?
For our Jaguars.
Nice.
So we'll see how they're.
Feeling pretty good about it.
No, not really.
I'm exhausted. You know what I've felt driving in today, and just from a sports perspective, Hick, I'm exhausted. It's been an exhausting week.
Yeah.
From the Jags and the Monday night and the loss and all the negativity to all the Braves, Mets, that opportunity lost to have some, to have a sidebar distraction at least. I'm just exhausted, man.
Well, here's our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. It's a simple question. It's Dreamfinders Homes, official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and, of course, our Jacksonville Jaguars. They're in 15 Jacksonville communities. Dreamfinders is everywhere and just doing so much for us, and we appreciate them. When will the Jags get win number 1? Sunday at Houston. Next Sunday versus the Colts. Chicago and London, or New England and London. They're going to get one of these.
Golly, man.
When will they get their first win?
I remember having last Friday.
Texans, Colts, Chicago, or New England?
Last Friday we sat here, and I said, if they're done. I said, but you know what, Heck, I still say the next week, if they don't win there, they're done. I mean.
Right.
Because if they win there, gosh, those next 3 games sure seem like opportunities to maybe by the halfway point get somewhat back on track. But, you've got to do it. I don't think they beat Houston. There's no reason to think they will. They've been a disaster now for, 2.5 games.
Yeah.
I'll say, but I do think they can beat Indy at home. I hope we become also a home dog.
Yeah.
We lose here. There's no advantage.
3-7 in our last 10, I believe.
Believable.
E, what about you?
Yeah, man, ain't no way we're going to go 0-4.
You got it this week winning.
You got to.
Yeah, Buffalo just called and said, you sure?
Buffalo's behind us.
All
man.
right. Okay.
All right. Well, we have over 500 votes. 37% agree with Jeff. They say Colts next Sunday. 23.5% say not till London and Chicago. 22.5% agree with E and say the Texans on Sunday. and 17.1 think we're going to be the dreaded 0-6.
Yeah, that's just being lost in your despair.
You can vote at Dan Hicken on Twitter.
By the way, Houston got their clocks clean. Didn't look good at all last week.
Houston's
So
beatable. Houston's beatable.
It's not like we're going and facing the Chiefs,
Right?
Or even the Bills, for that matter.
I'll remind you to take advantage of a 2.99% year one interest rate. Yeah, that's right. I said it. 2.99%. Bottom line is this: if you want to buy a home you don't think you can, before you say I can't, check with DreamFindersHomes.com. 15 Jacksonville communities to serve you. They'll help you navigate through the home buying process. And tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. So, like I said, we appreciate Dreamfinders and all that they do for us here on the drill. I don't know. Houston's not, look, they barely beat Chicago. Yeah. They're not,
I think it's hard.
They got their clocks cleaned last week against Houston or against Minnesota.
And it's hard right now to envision our Jaguars to feel about them closer to what they probably really are, right? That's the worst that they can be Monday night.
Start playing good football,
That's right.
which they're capable
and if
of.
they
But
do
play
that,
good football.
Yeah, and if they do that, they can beat anybody.
Sure.
But the problem is, and I said this, I got to see it to believe it at this point.
That's fair.
And they know that. They're not trying to sell you with their press conferences. The NFL makes them do them. I imagine everyone down there would just like to stay to work and not bother moving their mouth in front of microphones because they know it must sound silly.
It's annoying to listen to it, quite honestly.
Right.
You hear
it's not their fault.
Press Taylor, we're close. You probably are.
Yeah.
But you didn't do it.
Right.
It doesn't look close to the naked eye, And you hear Ryan Nielsen, we just got...
Yeah, you love hearing it when you're winning because you like to revel and celebrate in what you're doing right. But when it's going wrong, there's really no way that words are going to do anything other than, like I said, that's what the fan base tips from, gosh, I'm frustrated with this, to I'm just frustrated.
Right.
And and as we've said, there's one cure for that. And it's
Coliseum is, in shambles. Yeah, literally raw sewage running through at some points. There's a possum family living in the opposing radio booth. Like, it just needs upgrades. And, of course, like we've seen many, many times in the past, local politicians and owners of the teams just couldn't figure it out. And you saw Mark Davis has been very pointed with his criticism of the A's about how they wanted to try to make it work, but he leaves for greener pastures in L.A. Now the same thing's going to happen to the A's eventually. And it was a sad day for the fans in Oakland. It was an emotional day. This is a franchise that has a really proud history. But to be honest, it's been one of those franchises where anytime you feel like you had a good prospect and a good player you are developing, the clock was on to see when that player was going to get traded somewhere else. And I think that weighs on a fan base. And even despite that, there were, playoff appearances here and there. But it just got to a point where it's unfortunate because I feel like the team attempted to run the fans off. And to the A's fans' credit, they showed up in full force yesterday and tried to make themselves, and not just yesterday, they've been showing up to show how displeased they are with ownership and how bad this thing got.
Yeah, no, that was really sad. It's funny. I've been following the story like everybody all year, but when it happened last night or yesterday afternoon, I'm not sure if you had the same reaction. Like, oh my God, like this is really happening. I mean, we've been knowing about this story forever. And the thing about the A's, there were so many false starts about them leaving. Now, there was a real finality last night, and like the emotion, I was surprised. I was like really sad. Somebody put the video of the last play into the Moneyball music. You guys know that soundtrack they have in Moneyball whenever there was a big hit. I was like, oh my God, this is actually kind of sad because up until this point, it was infuriating. It was just like, I wasn't sad for A's fans. I'm like, oh my God, you must be so upset with this crappy owner. And then last night, there was real sorrow about this. That being said, like, this whole situation has to change, right? I mean, whatever. It was not sustainable. Like, either they leave or they just take that team away from him. Like, they had to do something different.
I mean, you're not going to take the team away from the owner.
You can't, right? I know there are a lot of people who are not happy with that guy.
Yeah, but I think when we see teams get taken away from owners or people forced to sell, it's usually like a Jerry Richardson situation, right? Where he's doing inappropriate things and being inappropriate. Or, like the owner of the Phoenix Suns who, was acting terribly to his staff and to the people who work there.
Well, yeah, but I do think that there probably was pressure internally to John Fisher to spend more money, get out of Dodge. I'll bet you Jerry Richardson, for example, yes, he got in trouble, but they were dying to get rid of that guy too. I do think. Same with Donald Sterling.
Yeah, well, Donald Sterling got caught in a hot mic, and he should have been gone way before that. He was just flat out racist. I
do think that there is pressure probably to get rid of John Fisher. I mean, there has to be. The other owners are like, what is this?
See,
you don't think so?
I don't know, because at the end of the day, if they get a team in Las Vegas, I think they're going to say mission accomplished. And you see how Vegas, I think, has been good for the Raiders. And I think they'll love that. Vegas loves this. They love being the sports town. Like, they're all about it. And so I'm not sure. Let's go to Mike in South Carolina as a thought on the A's situation. Good morning, Mike.
Wake up, Maggie. Good morning.
Never heard that one before.
Yeah, I was a drummer back in the day. I wasn't a singer. I remember listening to you on the other station, New York. I'm originally from Nassau County.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Oakland A's. It is. I was watching that last night. Historic, 57 years. And I mentioned to you 1973 World Series at Shea, night game, cold. I'm walking through the Players parking lot with two friends, and I see a pink Cadillac, black ragtop convertible, California plates. Say, hey. I said to my friends, hey, this is Willie Mays' car. Oh, it's cold, Mike. Go in the car, you pansies. Go in the car. And I shake Willie Mays' hand. The history of the Oakland A's, and it's tough. It was a mausoleum, but like he was saying, it needed a serious upgrade with possums living in the, everything.
No. Mike, we know, and it was sad yesterday. Thank you for that story. I think, did you call us? I think when Willie Mays passed away, and we heard that story. It's a great one for Willie Mays. Listen, I feel for the A's fans because, again, I felt like ownership was driving them out. They wanted to come. They wanted to support their team. I think they wanted to be a baseball town, along with the Warriors, who fans in Oakland supported the Warriors when it was like the Andres Biedrins years and the Ike Diago years. They were passionate about the Warriors long before Steph Curry got there, and they actually started winning. Their tickets were always expensive. I think this is a city that actually, an area, the East Bay, whatever, I think they are good sports fans. And I think it's the ownership and local politics, and in this case with the A's, certainly ownership, that keeps messing with them and driving them away when they actually do want to be supportive.
That being said, I do get the Warriors move. That one is a different thing altogether. I mean, I think they had there's so much money in San Francisco. Like, I get why the Warriors did that. And I don't think that's the same. That's a totally different thing because there's already the Giants in San Francisco, so the A's couldn't move over the river.
Sure.
It's weird too because I don't understand. Every time I've been to Oakland a few times, my in-laws are out in the Bay Area. It seems like there's more money coming into Oakland than any city on planet Earth. Like everywhere around there, the money, and why they couldn't afford an upgrade at the stadium. To me, I think the owner was screwing around and he wanted out.
Definitely. And that's what makes it so infuriating when the owner, sends out this message on social media saying, we did everything we could. You didn't. We know that's not true. We did everything we could. That's not true. I wish I could go to every single A's fan and tell them how much I appreciate them. You don't. That was the most hollow, gaslighting type of statement. And meanwhile, this dude has not done an interview with any media outlets, I think, in years, from what I heard. You're not talking to the fans. You're one-way PR crafting some kind of statement that was soulless and heartless and empty. Just call it what it is. You see dollar signs in Vegas.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely. And I feel like John Fisher has conducted himself, quite frankly, like a coward in most of this, I also think a lot of blame needs to be handed to what I would argue are the other cowards of the other baseball owners and Rob Manfred. Because like Perloff said, like you would think that with this bad PR, with all these issues, and you're leaving a historic city, you would think that the league itself would kind of put your foot down at some point and say, hey, get a deal done, stay in Oakland. We do not want you to move to Las Vegas. We'll find other way to get to Las Vegas. They never did that.
Right.
They allowed John Fisher to do whatever he wanted, to gaslight however he wanted, to tell lies however he wanted. And he never got that pressure from within the only fraternity that matters for these owners, which is the other owners and Rob Manfred. I think that's why it's a sad day for me.
IMG Academy to Georgia to USC, and now he's left USC. So the Bears on the move.
He's underperformed, too, I guess is the word at USC. Yeah. It's not like he was a star there, I don't think.
Right. So
I just remember the name because it's from the recruiting twists and turns, and it's such a unique name.
I will take a break. We'll get it cranked up here on a Football Friday. Hopefully we're drying out, get back to business, get back to normal, and go from there on the drill.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Tank Dell, Joe Mixon, Damian Pierce, Jimmy Ward not practicing for the Houston Texans on a Thursday. Nico Collins limited, man. Left guard also with an illness. The tight end's got an ankle. They're a little bit beat up right now. They're not playing great football. I don't have a lot of faith in our Jaguars, but there is a chance. They did go to Houston 1 year ago and win a football game. Trevor had a heck of a day. So maybe we can call back some memories from last year when things were going good, find ourselves a way to get a victory, and try to turn this thing around. And that's your Duval Minute. As we head into the fall, the job market stays hot, and Lift Power is looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Lift Power has benefits that include a 401k, a company vehicle, paid training, a sign-on bonus. This offer too good to pass up. You want to come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years? Lift Power is in a rapidly growing business, proudly serving the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. They're family-owned and operated, and Lift Power wants you to be part of the family. Don't let the opportunity slip by. Learn more by visiting liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
It's football all day on Pregame Friday.
Little pigskin, why not?
Get the news, notes, and inside stuff you need to get ready for game day.
It's fantastic.
Pregame Friday
Is brought to you by Dream Finders Homes and MyBookie on 1010XL.
Hey, it couldn't be any happier than be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, you're darn right that's what I mean, because that's how you'll be treated when you visit the beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. I'm telling you, friendly folks, all smiles. If you're ever feeling down, go to George Moore Chevrolet. They'll lift you up. And, I got my boy Blue, beautiful blue Silverado. But if you want a car, if you want a SUV, an electric, a pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. Can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard? Don't worry. MooreChevy.com, easy to navigate. There's any site you try. All the vehicles, sales, service, parts. Never been more easy to use. It's George Moore Chevrolet, gang. Together, let's drive.
Mad Men Marketing, Jacksonville's original digital ad agency, is now able to get your ads placed on Amazon Prime Video. Their digital experts are some of the few digital marketers approved to insert on Amazon Prime Video. Call their digital consultants at 355-1766 to learn how you can use Amazon Prime Video to grow your business and increase sales. Mad Men Marketing. Interact. Don't interrupt.
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and X to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called The Vault. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows. One winner and a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry periods for the Shadow Sweepstakes promotion from 8/19/24 to 12/15/24. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsored administrator, Everbank NA, member FDIC.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
All right, here we go.
Former Jaguars QB David Garrard joins Jaguars today to talk Jags.
All right, guys.
Mondays on 1010XL.
Let's go, Googans. Let's go, Googans.
Brought to you by WaterboyJacks.com.
What is that?
This is Keith Scott with Veterans Wholesale Cabinets. We are Northeast Florida's cabinet experts and your best option to elevate your home improvement project for both homeowners and contractors, and attention to detail to every project. VeteransWholesaleCabinets.com.
Hey, Hicken here. Are you tired of having your carpets professionally cleaned only to have them looking dingy again? Zero Res can help. I'll tell you what, they have the technology. Zero Res uses its patented ZR water that cleans beautifully without using any soaps, detergents, or shampoos. That means zero residue left behind. And guess what? Zero Res falling back in time for September. 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $129, and we'll clean a 4th room for free. That's right. The 4th room is on me. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backwards. It's a right way to clean.
I've known Glenn Cohen for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
Your local authorized Xerox deal on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Yes. Yeah, we got sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle-de-dazzle. E, what do you got today?
We got a prize pack coming to you from Kuhn Flowers. Got a Kuhn Flowers delivery, but we also got a pair of tickets to the Constellation Fierica Friends. It's going down next week, and all you got to do is holler at me at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Very nice.
For the record, to our conversation before break, if it were me, I would start sale tonight. I would be like, you know, at any point. But we'll see. I'm going to ask you to rank a franchise's relevance in your lifetime, and then we can just differentiate that, like how many power ranking spots would exist between your opinion and value of this team's relevance and, say, your kids.
Okay.
And their thought about this franchise, if you brought it up. They would probably put them mid-20s to 30. But for you, in your lifetime as a baseball fan, rate the relevance power rating of the Oakland Athletics.
Well, yeah, they were a powerhouse when I was a kid. They won 3 straight world championships. They were a crazy bunch. Charlie O'Finley did all kinds. He was kind of a Bill Veeck type owner, kind of wanted to do like orange baseballs and just do all kinds of stuff.
Put them in the high socks, very colorful.
Every kid loved the A's.
They had Reggie Jackson and Vida Blue. They had
I had
characters.
an A's batting helmet.
So did I.
Everybody liked the A's colors. Yeah, and then they, they were okay through a lot. They weren't, but they couldn't get back to the World Series. And they had a movie made about them, and that was kind of cool. But other than that,
well, they did get back in the late '80s.
They have some really good young players right now. By the way,
that second iteration though with Canseco and McGuire, they won a World Series. They went to a couple.
Yeah.
And really, you forget because they debacled so fast. The A's were, a 90-win playoff team just 3 or 4 years ago when they still had Matt Olson and Chapman and Murph, all these guys that they've just let go. But to your point, that both the closer and Rooker are really good players.
Yeah, and more than that, they got the Butler kid. They got a lot of good young players.
Enjoy them, Sacramento.
57 years, but I saw something yesterday.
So where does they fall? Top 10, though, wouldn't you say?
Oh, heck yeah. For me,
and
not for them.
And for our kids, they would be bottom 5. They've done nothing really in 30 since Canseco and McGuire.
Well, they had a couple
playoff runs. Maybe a CS or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a CS or two.
And they had the series against the Yankees and the Jeter play and things like that. So, but there was a guy yesterday at Oakland Alameda Coliseum that sort of summed it up for us. And I like his kind of the romanticism of baseball, what I love about it so much. E, do you have that clip? Yeah. Yeah, so this guy, he was just caught there, fans out there, the media out there talking to him, and here's what he said. Oh, dear. Caught him. It's technology. I get it.
I hear him muttering.
I hear him muttering, too.
There's some things about those Oakland fans that are just amazing. You feel for them. There was it was a good day for the lovable losers, one being the White Sox team, who's won 3 in a row, and the other the Oakland fans. No one's been dumped on like those guys.
White Sox have won like 6 out of 7.
Yeah, good for them.
It's ridiculous.
But the A's, man.
Blow that record out of the water.
A's fan set a record yesterday. They just can't help it. It's the biggest home crowd ever for a team that's playing its last game before leaving.
Yeah.
For bailing on them. And this, the incompetence of, I got to give Major League Baseball as big an E-card as anyone. You've let a premier franchise that we just put in the top 10 of our life go to Sacramento and play in 12,000-seat stadium.
They said the Padres owner had gotten about 8 owners together to block the A's move, and then he passed away and got sick, and then Manfred got in there, and Manfred is just an awful commissioner.
Is he?
He's just an awful commissioner, and you can't allow this, man. It's just it's disgraceful. And listen, these happen all the time. There's a reality here, but this one was so messed up from the get-go, and this owner's just not a good dude. And anyway, here's what this guy said.
My dad didn't know what to do with me, so he brought me here. And we used to walk across that BART bridge to games, and it was like magic. And I watched Wayne Murphy and Ricky Henderson out there running the outfield, stealing bases, hat flying off. It was beautiful, and that's what made me fall in love with baseball. And then I had a little brother who was 13 years younger than me, and I didn't know what to do with him. So what did I do? I brought him here. I brought him to baseball games. I brought him to opening day. His birthday's in April, and we would come to opening day every year. And when I went away to college, I would send him tickets to opening day every year, and he would call me for the national anthem, and he would call me for the 7th inning stretch, and he would call me for Jason Giambi's first at bat as a Yankee so I could hear the boos. And then when I had kids, I knew what to do with them, and so what did I do? I brought them here. My kids are so at home here, they come in here and they take off their jackets and they drop them in a corner and they run off because they feel like they're at home, not like they're in a place of 20,000 strangers or 4,000 strangers. And so that's what baseball in Oakland is. This is generations. This is like father to son to brother to child, and you're ripping that away.
That's well said. Yeah, I like that. So that's kind of how it is, and that's the beauty of baseball. And it's just a shame. It's a shame that and shame on Major League Baseball for letting it occur. And you I wonder how the dudes playing there, do they feel like big leaguers playing there? Because
they got an unbelievable send-off to be a part of that yesterday as an age on an indistinct team that's going to lose 90-something games.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the end of them but they may be back. I don't know. They have no deal in Vegas. They've agreed to play in Sacto for 3 years at some minor league park. That is a embarrassment every single home, and nothing against Sacramento. It's the fact that they're playing in a 14,000-seat minor league stadium. It would have been like, and why the Jaguars couldn't do it. The Jaguars could have never played football games at UNF.
Right.
I mean, you can't do that.
Right. You're big
major leagues, man.
It'd be different if they were playing 40 games there but that's 3 years how does Major League Baseball allow a Major League team to play in a 12,000-seat stadium? I don't get it.
It's just disgraceful.
And they'll end up in Sacramento, by the way. They'll be the Sacramento A's.
Maybe. Or they'll come back to
And
Oakland.
the paper will have fun with it because it's the Sacramento Bee.
And I do, and I have A and B. I am annoyed at the city of Oakland, too, because they hold some. They've lost the Raiders numerous times. They lost the Warriors, and they've lost the A's. So it's not all on the owner. The owner is a JA, okay? But the city of Oakland and the government there has got to look in the mirror. Because you lost them all, dude. You had the Warriors. They went back across the bay to San Francisco. You had the Raiders twice. They've moved away twice. And you had the A's, and they've left and been threatening to leave, and you never once delivered.
What has happened to, like, the Bay Area in general? Because even San Francisco doesn't have their teams anymore. They have the Giants, but the 49ers moved to San Jose.
No, but they have the Warriors.
That's true. They jumped across.
So, anyway, but, yeah, it's and like I said, I was out there this summer. I drove right by that Oakland baseball stadium. So right off it looks fine.
Yeah.
It's not listen, it needs a lot of work.
Inside is the problem. I mean, whenever you have too many people flush the toilet at the same time and sewage runs into the concourse, you got an issue. That doesn't scream major league.
No, and it needed to be addressed.
Refurbished at least.
Yes.
And it should, and it could be. And that last night showed you how passionate your fan base can be if you give them something.
Yeah.
And the A's have always had pretty good fans. They've not been one of those teams that when they're good, no one shows.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, it's a shame. It's a shame for, and again.
It's the greatest send-off in sports history
for a team leaving.
For a team that they knew was leaving.
Yeah,
when the Expos were leaving Montreal, nobody went.
Right.
Or get the heck out of here.
And that's how I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the Jags were leaving, good luck.
Yeah, they went and celebrated.
There's a couple interesting things about those Oakland fans. But, the wave was invented by Crazy George out there in Oakland.
Did not know that.
Yeah. The A's have this fan, Crazy George, who bangs on his drum the whole game and just absolute maniacal look on his face for 3 straight hours. And they had 46,000 last night. And it was fantastic. And they won. And that guy made an unbelievable catch to help save the win. So
they got that closer who's really terrific.
Sure.
Throws 104 miles an hour.
Miller.
He's a very good
player,
too.
And then Rooker, the outfielder, is
38,
terrific.
115 ribbies, 38 home runs this year. He's been absolutely great.
And the A's also played in one of the most memorable World Series for something that happened outside of the lines. And that was the earthquake World Series. Wasn't that the Bay Area World Series? Wasn't that Oakland and San Francisco in that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the way, just one more tie-in. Storm Davis, who played at University Christian, and he's coached around town, had a major league career with a couple of different teams, won a World Series with the A's, I believe. I think he was on that late 80s.
My man Storm tweeted out yesterday that he, and I thought it was terrific. He, and I remember I saw it. He's something to the effect of, I don't think this is right. I enjoyed my time in Oakland. Deal.
Yeah. I know. We were dear friends with Storm's in-laws.
Mm-hmm.
He's married to a good friend of ours. It's his sister.
Okay.
He passed, and we lost him about a year ago, sadly. But anyway, been hearing Storm and Oakland A's stories for a long time is all I was saying. That he was there. In fact, my buddy was there at that World Series earthquake game. So he's talked about what exactly it was like. He was on the field. He'd pal. You know how guys are. Your brother-in-law was on a major league team. You pal around and get as close to it as you can.
Buster Olney said, what remains a total mystery is why the other owners in baseball stand by as the A's debacle plays out and they don't do anything. The situation will continue to be an embarrassment for them all as the team moves to a minor league park. It's mind-boggling. That's generally the thought process by most. And it's just a shame. You may not have noticed it as we had to break, but we will tell you that the U.S. whacked the Internationals or whoever they're playing in the President's Cup.
Well, they whacked them 5-0, but it was really tight. You know what I did, Dan? Dang. If I didn't watch more President's Cup yesterday, then maybe I watched Ryder Cup play. It just fell into a sweet spot. I was home. There was nothing on.
Yeah.
The matches were compelling. They were good. They were close. This isn't the old President's Cup, Stan, where, the U.S. would just beat them 17-5.
Right.
That international team's pretty good, and all the matches were super close, and maybe at some point that Canadian home soil advantage will play a little bit of a part, but they needed to get at least one, the Internationals. They were in every match.
Yeah.
The story yesterday was in the documented first in PGA Tour history, we saw some personality out of Scottie Scheffler.
Yeah.
He and Tom Kim are buddies. They're both from
Right.
Dallas. They play together a lot. Well, their match yesterday turned into how you see two guys act when they're just playing a money match at their club.
Yeah.
They were yelling at each other and pointing at each other.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know they were friends, you would have.
Well, they said it's bad. They're looking for something to talk about at the President's Cup because it doesn't get a lot of coverage.
I thought it was good, though.
Tom Kim and who was he playing with? Whoever he was playing with, they walked off the green and went to the next green while Scotty was still putting, which is poor gamesmanship in the world of golf.
I'm here for it.
Tom Kim made a putt and yapped, and then Scotty returned it and made it right back.
You like that?
Yeah. So it was good.
But they do have
needed
a
some of it.
history. Tom Kim now is like that.
It reminds me
like
of,
last when Tom Kim, the last President's Cup, when he won a match, he spiked his hat.
Oh, yeah. Tom's
he's
cool.
He does
It
that.
reminds me a little bit. Scotty, though, reminds me a little bit. I used to scream about David Duval. We need more personality
It's
out
just
of
not
him.
natural.
It's not natural.
Yeah, it's not natural.
So
but
anyway.
he does have more than he shows. I'm not sure David did.
Yeah.
And I think that was an example of that yesterday.
641-1010. Tell them what they're going to win.
A floral arrangement delivery from Kuhn Flowers, plus a pair of tickets to the Constellation Furyk and Friends Golf Tournament that's happening Saturday and Sunday, October 5th and October 6th. All you got to do is dial me up at 904-641-1010.
Boom.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hey, John, my dad, Randy Marion's gone absolute Cadillac crazy. You won't believe our Escalade lineup.
Well, how crazy we talking, Jennifer?
Buckle up, folks. We've got over 35 Cadillac Escalades.
35 Escalades? That's luxury overload.
I'm talking fully loaded models, cutting-edge tech, and that signature Cadillac style.
And the deals are even more luxurious. $4,000 Escalade loyalty rebate.
Plus 5% off MSRP on retired courtesy vehicles. Head to Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Plus tax tag title $899 MNP and resist all.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Hey, Hicken here from Bowden Eye and Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden, frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He's one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area, and of course, the founder of Bowden Eye. Visit Bowden Eye and Associates today and experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bowden Eye and Associates.
Ever wonder how you can transform your living spaces into captivating works of art? At First Coast Lighting and Fans, they offer a huge selection of high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness. Visit their showroom on Phillips Highway at the Avenues and step into a world of quality without compromise. Discover the difference that locally owned expertise makes and let them help you experience the transformation from average to extraordinary. At First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool? Today's contestant, a dust bunny breeder from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Steve Johnson. Welcome to the show, Steve.
It's great to be here, Alex.
Yeah, you don't have to answer it in the form of a question, Steve.
What is this game show?
See, that's another question.
Are you going to ask me about air conditioners?
Yeah, okay. How about we just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions? Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air and Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions. Repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity. Making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot?
You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Pregame Friday
Is brought to you by MyBookie
and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You
don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Sometimes you agree with him, sometimes you don't.
On the runway, I'm coming in hot.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Frangie Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and we're getting a lot of love through the text line with people cashing in. I love that. I've been betting too. It makes the game so much more fun. This weekend, the Vikings visit the Packers in the divisional game. Both of these teams' defense has been playing good this year. Give me the under 45.5 at my bookie. Your home team is the underdog versus the Houston Texans. If you're into winning money, that's an easy bet. Texans -6.5. And how about Sunday Night Football? I'm seeing nothing but fireworks here with the Buffalo Bills and the Ravens. Give me the over 46.5. You got to try my bookie for a limited time. My bookie is bringing back the double deposit bonus. You need to get started now. Use promo code 1010XL to claim that double deposit bonus on your money with your very first deposit. You heard that right. Double your money with promo code 1010XL before you even place a bet. Sign up using promo code 1010XL to claim that bonus. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
When I say Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned has big selection, I mean it's huge. Mia here, not 100, not even 500, over 600 vehicles in one location. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18K. Plus, you get 60 days to love it or exchange it. 60 days. And Arlington's Credit for Everyone program is here to help you get financed. Shop Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned today, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
This is Dr. Turner Vossler, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Tom Pelissero of NFL Network reported this week that Jaguars linebacker Foye Oluokun could miss several weeks as he deals with plantar fasciitis. Jaguars defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen addressed the media on Thursday and spoke about the difficulty of losing Foye Oluokun.
Yeah, it's a big challenge. Man, he's done a really good job this year. He's made a ton of play flying around, getting his hands on footballs and disrupting and everything. So a really good player. Wish we had him. We don't. Next man up mentality. Next guys will go in there and they'll do a good job. Look forward to getting him back as soon as we can.
Ryan Nielsen on Foye Oluokun. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah! Welcome back to a Football Friday here on The Drill. Kicking it around. Big NFL weekend coming up. Jags just desperate to get a win.
Huge.
But Buffalo, Baltimore, nice game. See how that goes. The Jets are 2-1. Steelers are 3-0, man. They're 2 games clear of everybody in their division. How about that? The Bengals are, if you had the Steelers, if you had said before the season started, which of these AFC North teams will be undefeated 3 weeks in, only one, the Steelers probably would have been the last one you picked. Maybe the Browns. The Ravens are 1-2, staring at Buffalo. The Browns are 1-2. The Bengals are 0-3.
Who the Bengals have? The problem with the Bengals is that's Washington and New England at home.
At Carolina.
Yeah, I knew it was an easy one.
If not now, when? Yeah, you got to.
The door is ajar, Dan, for the drill, for you and I to finally pay the dividends for the University of Florida football program that it so richly deserves and needs.
Okay.
The door is now the standard, I guess, has been set. We have the first example. We just got to get on our horse.
Portnoy.
And we can have the University of Florida starting quarterback on the show twice a week, every week, until his time in Gainesville is fulfilled. We just got to come up with between $1 and $3 million bucks. Dave Portnoy, big Michigan fan, you probably know him from Barstool, he's put it out there. He'll pay Michigan $1 to $3 million a year for the best quarterback in the transfer portal. I find those kind of arrangements are really fun when you start, and after about a year or two, you're like, yeah, this isn't working. As part of it, the said quarterback would appear on their podcast every week. But look, do you know what the average fourth-round quarterback makes per year?
Average fourth-round
Yeah,
quarterback?
if you're drafted in the fourth round, if you're a college quarterback and you're drafted in round 4, do you know how much you make?
Per year?
Yeah, per year.
It's about $1 million.
Yeah, about $1 million a year.
Yeah.
We are literally to the point. We have literally crossed the point where college football players can make more by playing another season of by playing another season of college football than they can by going on to the NFL.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Basketball is not the same thing. So the Shreebies of the world, I would contend, are making a mistake. But when it comes to football, if a quarterback's going to get paid $2.2 million.
Well, he's not making a mistake, though, because he's not going to make that in the NBA. You got to make the NBA. So if you can put it off
that's fair.
Get yourself a nest egg.
If you have to absolutely make the team.
Yeah, if there's no guarantee that you're going to get a spot. But other than that, yes, that's
And by the way, there's also this, people say, well, okay, that's great if you're going to be a fifth rounder, but if you're getting $1 or $2 million a year, you're probably more than a fifth rounder. And that may be true, too. So, Cam Ward, if you're getting $1.8 million, a first round, I'm going to get $3 million. Here's the deal. Even with quarterbacks, first round deals average 12.7. No, it's more than that at the very, very top for sure. But the point is, it's just, what used to be backroom, hey, can you do a friend of a friend, offer a job that doesn't exist, and now it's just flat out go on your podcast, hey, I'll pay $1 million for the top quarterback out there. By the way, if I'm right now in school somewhere else, and my team's not great, and I'm contacting Michigan. I want to be first in line for that payday.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's just raise 1 to 3. We'll get the Gator quarterback on twice a week, and things will be good.
Okay.
I guess Portnoy is missing. I don't know where he's getting the transfer quarterback takes you to the promised land storyline. This just in, you won the title last year. Don't remember McCarthy transferring in.
It's good timing, though, in the respect that, because if you're Michigan, why not?
Yeah, it was a bad orgy on Saturday.
Yes. You don't, even though
it's not an orgy you wanted.
No.
ORJI, man. That's the quarterback's name.
Even though they won, they did win. They ran running the football, and they're
that was ugly when they're no good. Well, that's not true. They don't have a good quarterback. I think it's a legitimate thought if you're sitting there as a Michigan fan, man. If we had a good quarterback, we could win it all again.
Be very good,
right? They got good running. They're good defense still, but no quarterback. The quarterback play is atrocious bad.
Right.
Like, how do you makes you wonder how it gets like that if you're at a place like Michigan. So, anyway, it's all there now for the taking. Anybody wants to just put their name on a college football talent, I suppose you can.
I just sit there and marvel at when we're going to get a hold of this, Like, when are we gonna
just call it what it is? You sign a contract, not a scholarship.
They're signing things.
In fact, along those lines, we're also going to decrease your academic load. Because you're here for one reason. You're here to play football.
Yeah.
To make us money playing football.
We could care less
do a
if you
class.
graduate.
Do a class a semester. I don't want you bogging down with things like education. We're trying to make some money.
Yeah, we don't care if you graduate.
This is the College of Football, the University of Football. And you know what? The alums, we're fine with it. Put our logo on it. Let him take one home ec class and one
All we need
gym
is
class.
for you to stay eligible.
That's it.
It doesn't matter.
That's right.
And I think you agree with us.
Correct.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm here to play and get paid.
That's right.
I'm not here to study.
That's right.
Dude.
No more of this, going to class for 6 hours, then practicing for 6.
Don Davey, a 4-time academic All-American at Wisconsin, who's gone on to great after football. No. We don't have time for that. It's like a mechanical engineering major or whatever, and business. Just, brilliant dude off the field. Or remember the dude with the Bengals who played the piano, Mike Reed? He's a concert pianist.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have no time for any of those guys. We
Right.
just need guys who are here to play football and
Correct.
get money.
Yeah, I don't need any. I don't care what you got on the Wonderlic.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what your
Can you
GPA
ball?
is.
Can you ball for us?
You don't even have to be eligible. I don't care. What age are you? Are you 18? I don't care if you're in 6th grade. Come on.
Yeah.
Again, it's. And by the way, so now you're going to end up with putting kids in professional spots when all along the NFL couldn't do it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We got professional football players at age 18 and 19. Bottom line, they're putting in the time, they're playing the amount of games, but forever you couldn't play in the NFL until you were X amount of age because you weren't ready for everything that entails. By the way, I do want to circle back a little bit. I'm sure there is a smallish but loyal fan base for UNLV Athletics. They're known more for their basketball, and I'm sure there are those.
Yeah.
I would be so frustrated. I'd never give them another dime after I see how this thing actually played out. Did you see that one of the casino moguls was going to pay the $100,000 and UNLV said nah?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, one of the casino dudes stepped in and was going to pay the $100,000 to keep the quarterback in play, and nah, Hey,
really?
Why?
Do they
I don't
want
know.
the other kid playing?
Does UNLV
or?
not understand where their university is? Are you now the high moral bastion of we can't take it from casino? By the way, your number one major is what? Hospitality.
Yeah.
So why you would turn down the casino owner's $100,000 offer seems strange to me. Where did I see this? I want to get the exact story on it. But yeah, apparently, I think maybe from the Sands. Is that still around? I should know that.
I don't know. As we head to break, I'll tell you this. Christian McCaffrey is not playing, right?
Is he back from Germany?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's back from Germany.
He is. No, I don't think they're trying to speed him up, though. They're getting a little
my point is this.
Impatient.
The Niners need a heavy fine, man, for what they did week 1.
Oh, yeah.
This guy wasn't close to playing.
Right.
Right? I mean, they should take away a first-round pick. This is cheating at
First round?
Yes. This is – listen, I'm surprised that you fantasy dudes there haven't been more fallout about that, how ticked you are.
Right.
I mean, you guys
Especially
all
those
took Christian McCaffrey with the first pick overall, man. Dude's hurt. Got nothing out of him for the first month and a half of the season.
Yeah, well, week 1, it hurts you fantasy-wise, but, I mean, other than that, it happens.
Well, you wasted a pick, though.
Yeah, but but the injury is keeping the pick. The Niners didn't lead you to that pick.
But you played it.
Week 1, you got screwed, 100%. Yeah. You're absolutely right. But after that, you just...
to me, that is... Like, what was the point of that, Niners? Is it worth it? But you got to hit them with a penalty so they understand that, listen, you got to be forthright with these injury reports, man. And then, by the way, they should be a little bit more detailed. They should be a little bit more detailed now because of the again, and I'm not saying this as a degenerate. I'm broke. I've been broken early on this year. I'm done with losing the cash.
It was Circa CEO Derek Stevens. A representative for a local casino mogul reached out to UNLV officials Wednesday with an offer to pay the reported asking price for quarterback Matthew Sluka. The conversation didn't go far because UNLV declined the offer.
Mm-hmm. That's dumb.
Let's see.
I think UNLV looks bad here, personally, but
a university source confirmed the call took place. Meanwhile, they've got a 6-year transfer, Haj Malik Williams.
Yeah.
And it cost them 3 or 4 points on the Vegas line, losing that quarterback. They had been off to an undefeated start, and we talked about this. It's a wide open race for that non-Power 4 spot, and UNLV is the type. Any non-Power 4 football team that can stay undefeated to 7-8 or 9-0, it's going to get interesting. And UNLV felt like a team that could do that, and they don't feel like that anymore, do they? We got the Whisperer next.
All right.
So we'll step aside here. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Look for those bright green trucks and cans, and trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Game day hits the ground running early with news and notes, fun facts, and the names you need to know with a Terminix Kickoff Show.
Let's go!
5 hours before kickoff. Presented by Clearwater Irrigation and Gatorade on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at GolfTeeRepair.com. Now, GolfTeeRepair.com is a local Jacksonville company that provides you guys and you ladies with unbelievable golf wear. They don't really fix golf tees. That's just the site, GolfTeeRepair.com. And they feel your pain in the football world right now. They've got some really cool golf shirts that the Duval, so you know what that represents. The Florida, you know what that represents. The Florida State. And if you're interested in those, you just go enter promo code RepairMyTeam, and this is probably the last day we'll do it because we're just about out of supplies. But RepairMyTeam, and you'll get 50% off. Yeah, at GolfTeeRepair.com. It's polos, t-shirts, hats, hoodies. You got to see it to believe it. It's great to wear. It's comfortable, all natural, breathable clothing. GolfTeeRepair.com. Enter the promo code RepairMyTeam for the Duval, the Florida State, and you'll be wearing them at the football games throughout the fall. Check them out, GolfTeeRepair.com. Enter the promo code RepairMyTeam.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
You know, I don't want to brag, but I'm thinking about turning pro on the Underdog Fantasy app. That's right. I had another winner for your boy last night. Just got to know how to play the game, You got to know CeeDee Lamb is going to score a touchdown. You have to correctly predict that it'll be higher than 100 yards receiving for Malik Neighbors. You have to be a savant and say, boy, it feels like Rico Dowdle will score today. Oh, it all adds up to another big win for the kid here. Perhaps I'll retire from radio. Nah, but I will continue with Underdog. Super fun to play and easy to get started. Go to the easy-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com. Use the promo code PROSER. They're going to give you a special to use on your first contest. You get deposit offers and more at Underdog Fantasy promo code PROSER. Claim your new customer offer of a mystery special plus a first-time deposit offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Got to be 18 or over, present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Your winner here. Make sure that that's the case here in Florida. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or go to ncpgambling.org if you ever become concerned with your play.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is a diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwood's, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
Every weekend is a Stone Cold Sports Weekend. Hey, Dan Hicken here. Watch for The Weekend with Dan on YouTube and Facebook, and I'll help you put together your sports weekend. Weekend with Dan brought to you by Stone Core. We do the outdoors better.
Being an athlete means having a healthy desire to do as much as you can with your body. For as long as you can. Gatorade has lower sugar, electrolyte-backed hydration options to keep you rehydrated and replenished. Gatorade, for every athlete.
From Gatorade Zero to Gatorade Endurance Formula and Gator Light, there's something for every athlete. Find it at your local Winn-Dixie. It's a win-win. Gatorade, official partner of the NFL.
This is Hayes Carlyon for Skylife Elite. Have you ever thought about aircraft ownership as another potential revenue stream and as a tool for tax savings? Put your tax money to work for you while enjoying the benefits of private personal travel. Skylife Elite has over a decade of experience in business aviation and can guide you through the process with their expert staff. Call my friends over at Skylife Elite at 490-9332 or find them at flyskylife.com to get the rundown on everything owning an airplane can do for you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists returns with their free bumps and bruises evaluation clinics. Now with 4 locations, these free injury assessments are open to all schools and athletic programs. Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 through October 26th at Cortex Sports Performance in Ponte Vedra, Preferred PT in Fleming Island, and also at Brooks Rehab on Centurion Parkway and Brooks Rehab at World Golf Village.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey, gang, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology, Doctors Boudreaux and Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. Man, they want you to take care of your skin, and you have to here in the Sunshine State, right? I mean, even as we head into the fall and the winter time, man, you get a hot day or you get a bright sunny day, that sun can do damage, man. So wear those hats, wear those long sleeve dry fits, put on that sunscreen. But if you have anything that shows up on your skin, then you head over and see my guys. They've been taking care of me for a long time and taking care of me well. Just go to Beaches Dermatology. Give them a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Andrew Gibson for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Kuhn Flowers. Tomorrow night in Tuscaloosa is the college football game of the year between number 2 Georgia and number 4 Alabama. Bulldogs head coach Kirby Smart on the matchup against the Crimson Tide.
I really look at it like this is a hell of an opportunity for our kids, our program, national stage, and we're on the national stage a lot, so it's the reason kids want to come to Georgia. They say, I want to play in games like that.
Number 2 Georgia at number 4 Alabama. Kickoff tomorrow night at 7:30 on ABC. It's 77 degrees at 8 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
I always like that. Boom, boom, boom. Denny, how you doing?
I'm good. Weather
Good.
Channel does numbers on these things.
Oh, yeah.
That's all that's been on.
Yeah, you keep it up nonstop. see where Cantori is. You hope he's not in your town. If he's not in your town, you're safe. If he's in your town, you go, uh-oh.
Yeah.
That ain't Cantori. I don't know who that is, but he's in Cedar Key, which always gets hit. I got a buddy who has a house in Cedar Key. I was telling Pross at the break. I feel so sorry for him because he's gotten hit like 4 times in the last year and a half or something.
The pictures now that the sun is out is like crazy.
It's not going to be good.
No.
It's not going to be good. Because I'm
amazed that those ones, every time they go to Cedar Key, you see those houses that are sitting like right on the bay, like out over it. How do they stand? Man?
Yeah.
What are they made
They
out
just showed
of?
the inside of one, and it was completely, literally flushed out.
Yeah,
the water took furniture and everything.
Well, Danny, we like to talk ball with you, but you're on the inside, and so we're curious, and we sit here and we make our opinions, but what do you make of this UNLV situation? Is that on UNLV? That's kind of how we feel like. Now, I know there was nothing written or signed, so give me some your thought.
That's terribly handled.
Okay. By the agent?
Everybody involved.
Okay.
Everybody involved. It's when you go to these places, you get a contract, and this is not a sales pitch because I don't want or need any more clients on this. Okay, so like we do this, I do this for a couple of guys. We're not signing their contract. Like we've had one drawn up.
Right.
That they can sign if they want to do it. And it's the only reason we do that is it just is very protective of the player. And there's nothing anywhere else that's protective of the player. You are largely with these collectives, and this is changing, but with these collectives, you're largely at the mercy of do they want to pay you or not. Like or even, and this has happened in some cases for us, where a donor says, "Hey, I'm going to pick up the tab for this," and then 4 months later he just stops. Right. And it's almost like one of those political PACs, that whatever those things are called. That's what these things are. They don't own real estate. They don't own assets. They're a shell company that these donations or whatever are coming through. They're earning commissions. And then that's who you rely on. So if they decide they don't want to pay you, even if you have a good contract, they could disappear 2 days later. They just file bankruptcy. There's nothing to go get.
At some point, you pay it all up front, don't you? This seems like a simple fix.
Well, that's
coming.
That needs to be the rule for everyone. And you know what it'll also do? It'll keep somebody from getting 2.1 a year. You get it all up front. Well, people aren't going to. I'm not giving this kid $2 million. I'll give you $300,000.
Oh, they will give them
for 1 year up front.
I mean, if it's the right kid.
All right.
If it's the right kid. But to your point, I mean, the fact that kid didn't have a contract, got nothing up front.
Nothing.
Like nothing.
$3,000.
Yeah, that whole situation is weird. But if it's the way he says it is, I don't blame him.
Have you gotten a call in the last 48 hours from a man named Dave Portnoy in search of a quarterback for Michigan offering $3 million? Yes or no?
No, but but hold on. Hold on, Dave.
Yes.
Dave, listen, we got 2 on the way. We got the 25 and we got the 26 that are committed to Michigan. And I have a guy or two that
you got good ones going to Michigan.
Yeah. The Brady Hart kid in Cocoa and Carter Smith in Naples.
Yeah, this is like a frustrated with last Saturday move. But he will, but it's stupid money. The good teams aren't winning with transfer quarterbacks.
Well, all I'm saying, Dave, is just hold off on that until January.
Pay who you have.
No, because maybe I'll have somebody hit the portal and then I'll circle back around with you in January. Yeah.
No, reach out.
Exactly.
All right, have you had, I mean, you're so busy, you're doing 1,000 different things. I know you watch the Jaguars like we do on Sunday, but have you had time to look at enough of the film and just what's going wrong from your perspective on the offense, where the majority of the blame lies and why it can't get operating? And I know the blame is spread out. I get that, but where is it? Where is that chain that is making it impossible for anything to happen, if there is one?
I think there's so much happening right now. I did go back because I was curious after that game.
How do you get worse as you? Anyway, explain.
Well, I also saw a stat yesterday. I don't know if y'all saw this about first target, first read EPA, and Trevor is like the outlier. He's got the lowest negative EPA, but he hits his primary target the most, meaning he doesn't get deeper into his reads. Now, that there could be a million reasons for that. There could be, not great offensive line, which I think is the case. But the thing that I watch that I get frustrated about is they wanted to keep Ridley last year, and then they went and first round pick, used at receiver. They went and got Gabe Davis, and so I thought coming out that they had like a not necessarily this high level, but Rams Patriots approach of we've got a franchise quarterback. We've got all these. So we're going to take some shots. We're going to get down the field. That's going to be our running game. They're not running that offense at all. Like, they're running an offense that every other team runs that relies on push up front, they're not doing what I thought they were built to do. So that could be on me. Maybe I looked at it wrong. But if you weren't built to do that, then why didn't you spend the money in the trenches? Right? And so I think this thing goes so many levels. Last year, it looked like, well, Ridley was taking too long, or he was running the wrong routes. But it looks the same now.
Right.
So is it the design of the offense? The play calling is one thing, but, man, like, all 11's got to believe in what you're doing. And I'm not calling out the coaches, but to me, it looks like they're playing each play in itself.
Sometimes appearances aren't reality.
That's
right. It seems to me watching a game, though, Dan and I have talked about this, and maybe this is the frustrations of a fan, but I think stats would back this up. I feel like when the other team has the ball and they run a passing play, where the quarterback throws the ball is usually to a guy who's got a foot or two of separation.
Yeah.
And I feel like more often than not, when we try that same play, it's hip on hip, shoulder on shoulder, and the window is, 9 square feet smaller. And I'm not saying this is an excuse. I'm saying it to get the offense going, to get yards after the catch. I mean, there's a lot
But I think that's that stat as well, right?
Okay. Is that what that means?
Well,
that guy's
there's
not
layers
open.
to that. There's layers to that because is he not open because you're late?
Yeah.
Is he not open because he's not creating separation?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is he not open because you've got such big tendencies that they kind of know what you're doing? Like, there's a million different reasons why that could be. But I'm with you. You've got all this talent, and it doesn't seem
Feels
like
the playbook's gotten stale. If something's not working, you can't keep doing it. Then it's time to just flush it all.
It's the same crap.
Great coaches would flush a playbook after these 3 weeks and start over. It's happened in the past.
You got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I have this stat. Speaking of stats, we like to throw, and this one did not look favorable towards us. Percentage of pass attempts.
Hicken, he's the reason you're missing.
Wow.
Just kidding, Jeff.
Balls gets a freebie.
Hicken, stat of the
Bleep you, Balls.
Thank you. Thank you very much, E. Percentage of pass attempts that are incomplete due to quarterback inaccuracy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a bad one.
That's a bad one.
Yeah.
And Indy and Miami are at 18%, and it's your guy, AR. He's, on-the-job training. Miami, who knows who's playing quarterback now, but it's 16% is Jax.
Yeah, that means you're missing 16% of your open targets. Yep. And when you combine
He's not playing confidently for sure. You can see that on Monday night. There's not that I'm going to rip that interception.
The one
Guidey.
Yeah.
Guidey.
I'm not taking. Who was tied with Indy?
Miami.
Okay, so you take those two, and I'm not sticking up for Ann on this.
Yeah.
They're throwing the ball downfield.
Also true.
They're throwing the ball 20, 30, 40 yards downfield. They're going to have a higher percentage.
Fair.
Right? What concerns me here is this percentage is like 10 yards and in.
Yeah.
And I think, again, like, what are they defining as open, too?
Yeah.
And
also
it's part
true.
of,
There's a million you can tear apart stats, but
he's got to play better.
Just watch
period.
That's 1,000%.
You can tell. We can tell.
Here's the difference.
Yeah.
He's not the reason they're losing, but he's not a reason they're winning.
That's right.
And that's what the great ones are. I mean, there's plenty of quarterbacks that if everything's perfect, they can be good enough to keep you alive. Maybe not win a Super Bowl, but to keep you alive. We haven't been that. Is Cliff Kingsbury the offensive coordinator in Washington?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy needs to go be a coach somewhere, maybe back in college, or because what he has done with Jaden Daniels in 3 weeks is amazing. And to go on the road, Cincinnati did not stop the Washington offense one time all night. Do you know that?
No.
Every single time they had the ball until the last one, until they either
I didn't even realize that was at Cincy.
That game was in Cincinnati.
Wow.
I'd like you to stop the talk about Cliff Kingsbury, kind of keep him on the down low.
Yeah, that's a Gator name.
Gainesville.
Yeah, that is a Gator name. I've seen that, and I would be all in favor of that. But
he's a guy, though,
he did this with Kyler. Remember how good Kyler was under him?
Now, on the side note, Cliff is a little, Cliff did date your girl.
Okay, Holly Saunders.
Yeah.
That'll make you a bit dumber for sure, but he's still good enough.
I mean, back to football. You look at him. You look at guys like Joe Brady. You look at guys like they know what they have personnel wise.
Right.
Joe Brady has run 10 different offenses in 10 different years. Right. And same with Cliff. That's
a great coach. See, that's great coaching. Our guys are stuck on what they're doing.
Green Bay guy.
Oh yeah, LaFleur.
Green Bay guy loses his quarterback.
I'm so happy for Malik.
Runs the ball down the throat of Indy.
Yep.
Next week says, well, they're expecting us to run the ball. Well, this is your week, Malik.
Yep. I am
Roll
so happy
out,
for Malik.
throw them, run them.
Maybe the best human being.
Every time we have these conversations about other teams' successes, I always go back and Really, at the end of the day, this better be the reason. But I always go back to our offensive line just must be terrible. You can't change philosophies if your O-line's if your O-line's number one in stuff rate and they're dead last in protecting the pass, it's hard to do it. It's hard to 1 week impose your will. Our O-line has got to, at some point in the big boy world of football, impose their will.
So who does that go on? Does that go on Trent?
Yes.
Got to, right?
100%.
Yeah, because
it needs to be better. Listen, the Chiefs in 2020 lost the Super Bowl and determined even with the title already, our offensive line is pewy.
Yep.
And what have they? And in 3 years, they have the best offensive line in football. I mean, it's difficult, but that's what the greats do.
Yeah,
right. You rebuild. You spot talent. You make right decisions.
There's been a lot of teams that have won with not great offensive line play too.
Do you know who's number 8 in PFF's
let's just be
offensive
real.
tackle ranking?
100% true.
Number 8 in PFF's offensive tackle ranking through 3 weeks.
Who?
You know who it is? Who? The one we let go, of course.
Oh yeah.
Right. Do we let Cam go or Walker Little go and keep the guy who's good enough that the world champs want to start him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And listen, at the time, I'm not saying it was a big deal. We don't get paid for at the time.
Yep.
These are the geniuses of football that are supposed to have foresight. And I mean, seriously though,
I think Daniel Jeremiah said at one time, you don't have to have a great offensive line to win. You just can't have an awful offensive line to win.
Right.
We're in the awful range.
Especially too, most teams that have awful offensive lines also have awful quarterbacks and receivers.
That's also true.
Right. I mean, this is supposed to be a playoff contender.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we're talking about the same thing we talked about last year with this. It's frustrating as a fan, and I'm still a Jags fan.
Yeah,
but it's frustrating.
I mean, our guys lost 8 games in a row.
That stat, that's crazy. I still believe
not 3, not 2, not 4.
No.
5, 6, 7, and now 8
over 2 seasons, which makes it even worse. Like I still believe Trevor's the guy. He has to be, but I still believe there's a lot of success ahead for Trevor. But for the first time, I completely understand the questions right now.
That's fair.
And the concern.
Yeah.
And you'd be stupid not to.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's a guy.
You watch what you
right
watch.
there in your boat.
Yeah.
And there might be a million reasons, and there probably are.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, you 16 got to overcome all that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, maybe you got to step up and say, look, this offense stinks. We got to change it or clash because by the way, one thing Trevor does have is leverage down there.
Well,
he'll be the last to go.
He's the guy.
No question.
Yeah.
No question.
Ride or die.
He's got more leverage than anybody down there.
And he's built for stressful times. Like he's very even keel. I love Trevor to death. But and we don't work closely with Trevor, but I know it.
Right.
But I'm going to say it this way. I don't know if you go back and look at the other guys who have been paid the way Trevor has been paid, like top 5, 7 in the league.
Right.
Have they ever lost 8 games in a row?
No.
I mean, I would probably say not.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Something's got to change.
Something's got to change. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Right.
So, you went to Indy last week?
I did. I went to Indy, Chicago, Colts, Bears.
Yeah, those 2 young guys got ways to go, but they have flashes of greatness and then flashes of.
I thought Caleb actually played really well. Anthony played well outside of 2 throws.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, y'all been to Indy. It's just it's fun. It's the nicest fan base on the planet.
Was one of the throws after he made a great throw and then he's down in the red zone and threw the pick?
Yeah, I was right there.
Yeah.
I was like,
"What are you doing?
No.
What do you just throw it out, kick the field goal?
Whatever.
Yeah. You got to. I'm excited. I'm heading to Tuscaloosa today.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one.
Can you give me? I'm in the tank here on the Friday 5-pack, and Alabama's never a home dog, and they're +2. I got to think I'm going to ride with the tide here.
You're really asking me for gambling advice on the game one of our guys are playing in?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to decline that.
Okay. All right.
It's just a hunch I've got.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to look. I mean, it's all about me right now. I need to
I'm excited.
bounce back.
I always know, too, Carson's always locked in.
Mm-hmm.
But there's weeks where
I'm sure
my man won't even return.
Yeah, I'm sure.
A text or call to anybody.
Yeah.
And this has been one of those 7-day stretches. Yeah, this is the biggest game he's ever played.
It's hard to find any kind of because, I'm sure Kirby's got their attention after Kentucky. Because all they do is win. By the way, and listen, Alabama has beat them 8 of 9.
Oh yeah,
but it ain't the same coach. So it's a big game for him too at home.
Oh, huge.
before we let you go,
Yep.
we have talked about this just unbelievably very talented and highly touted quarterback group we have here in high school football on the First Coast. I mean, it is just absurd. In my time here, I can't recall it being this healthy.
Yep.
How's it going? Have there been any surges or surprises or
the high school football?
I mean, it feels like we got 12 guys that are going to be playing D1.
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
This has become Jacksonville has become one of the top 3 cities in the country for if you're recruiting a quarterback. Like you want to come to Jacksonville.
Awesome.
And so there's I don't know if you went
you guys have something to do with that.
I would hope so. If you went every quarterback and freshman to seniors, there's probably 25 Division I quarterbacks walking around right now in Jacksonville.
Wow.
It's really, really impressive.
They haven't, and they kind of lived. I mean, I've watched a lot of St. John's football living down there, but these kids that we had talked about from what was it, from the kid at St. Aug to
they've all hit.
Tokoi guy, they're all playing well.
They're all playing well. Tremel Jones, unfortunately,
for Mandarin,
he's out for the season.
He's FSU commit.
Hella talented.
Right? He's a senior or junior?
He's a senior.
Senior,
yeah. He's a senior. But yeah, no, it's great. Young kid at Mandarin, Knox, who backs him up, I think is going to be an unbelievable prospect.
Mandarin's got some really eye-popping young talent.
We were talking about at the break.
They have
this
a receiver
they've
over
got.
there.
It's absurd, absolutely absurd. But yeah, I mean, Ethan Drum. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. I couldn't even name all of them, but yeah, there's probably 20, 25.
I'll leave you with
around Jackson.
I'll leave you with a joke from the text line.
Yes, sir.
Signed by Lifetime Enclosures.
Love a joke.
FSU fans will pay Portnoy $3 million if he takes DJU away. Well played, sir. Denny, appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Thanks,
have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next week. That's The Whisperer, back with more of our Friday fun and shenanigans on a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Every NFL Sunday starts with a kickoff.
All you got to do is put your foot right through the ball.
After the game, we'll crown the special teams player of the game.
He is a difference maker now.
Brought to you by Crown Royal.
This is the last play of the game.
On 1010XL.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day, any time. That's my guy, Dr. Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for 2 decades, but he's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of medicine, concierge medicine, and you bet I'm going with him. If you need an appointment and the next available is a couple months away or a month away and you're not feeling well, that's how it generally works. Not with Doc T. Doc T gets you in today, tomorrow. Medical emergency, here's his personal phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week. Think of it like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And Rick Townsend is one of the best doctors you'll see. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest, fixture in our community. So whether it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, or hospital follow-ups, Doc T's got you covered. Find out more at mypvconcierge.com. That's mypvconcierge.com.
Embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Getting you ready for the game. Pre-Game Friday. Brought to you by MyBookie and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL.
Mad Men Marketing, Jacksonville's original digital ad agency, is now able to get your ads placed on Amazon Prime Video. Their digital experts are some of the few digital marketers approved to insert on Amazon Prime Video. Call their digital consultants at 355-1766 to learn how you can use Amazon Prime Video to grow your business and increase sales. Mad Men Marketing. Interact. Don't interrupt.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? You have questions? Call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
It's all about the beautiful game. The Sporting Jack Soccer Hour. From national teams to youth soccer on the First Coast. Join Cole Pepper, Mauricio Ruiz, and Becky Burley for Soccer Talk. Tuesday at 6 p.m. on 1010 a.m.
Hey, football fans. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Best Bet St. Augustine has you covered. We're talking big plays on the big screens, food specials that'll make your taste buds cheer, and drink deals that'll keep your spirits high. And get this, we're open till 4 a.m., serving food and drinks until 2. Make the smart play. Head to Best Bet St. Augustine and ante up for your team. Find us at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet St. Augustine, where every game day is a win.
Frank Franzi here to congratulate my friends at Big Chief Tire. For the 5th year in a row, Big Chief Tire was named the best tire center in Jacksonville for excellence in tire services. Big Chief Tire has served the Jacksonville community for over 60 years with quality tires, brakes, repairs, alignments, and more. Big Chief is known for fair prices and honest service, and they've built a reputation for treating customers like family. Big Chief offers reliable solutions to keep vehicles safe and running smoothly. Visit BigChiefService.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Fall in Florida. The leaves may not be coming down,
But the prices are at Beard's Diamonds.
It's the buy one, get one on wedding band sale.
All stackables, all right-hand rings, all eternity bands, and more are buy one, get one free.
That's at St. John's Town Center or BeardsDiamonds.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Friday 5-Pack. Brought to you by MyBookie on 1010XL.
Take the baseline for a walk. Keep the cymbal splashy. It's time for the Friday 5-Pack. The standings are not good for yours truly right now. I'm dug myself a deep, deep hole of picking football games.
You're 12 games under.
Minus 12?
Minus 12.
Is that what I am, really?
Minus 12. You were minus 7, and you just went over.
I went 2 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 4, and 0 and 5.
Yeah.
3, 6, 7, 12. Got some work to do.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you go first, second, third, last.
It doesn't matter. What are you?
I'm plus 3. I went 3 and 2 last week. This is going to be a bad week for me. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's like 6 or 7 games in the NFL that I could just get rich off of.
Wow.
Like I feel like 90% on like 7 NFL games, and I got a few college I like. I'll let you go first.
I've got a double whammy here to start.
Oh.
So as long as you don't care, but I'm going to go 2 things in one game. I'm playing the over in Alabama, Georgia. I looked at all those scores, and I'm going to go over. I got 49.5. I don't know what you have. We'll check. And I have Alabama as a home dog, which hasn't happened since like the Bush administration or something.
I think it is down to 1, but
That's
either
fine.
way,
Yeah,
you're picking
pick 'em.
them to win if you do that. So let me.
Which is really stupid of me, and it's good news for you Georgia fans because Georgia hasn't lost since 2020 in the regular season, so just enjoy your victory, courtesy of yours truly. But I'm taking Alabama +1 and the over of 49.5. There are 2 of my picks right off the rip.
All right, Bama.
Putting a lot into that one.
+1, and then if we have to adjust, we'll adjust. I'm just going to go for now. Over, how much did you say, 49.5?
Yeah. You're up. And you can do 2.
Yeah, like I said, there's just quite a few games I like here, a bunch, man. I should do a Friday 10-pack.
Wow.
But you know what this means?
Yeah.
It's going to be a bad week.
It is.
Like when you love it, when you're just like, then you know.
I go 5-0 and you go 0-5.
So why don't
I'm
I
right
do
back
this?
in it.
Why don't I play the one I love the least? And I'm going to show that here on the show, I'm the one that has the better finger on the pulse of the Miami Hurricane football program.
Okay.
Virginia Tech has not been good this year. They lost on the road at Vandy.
Yeah.
17.5 in a Friday night special. Virginia Tech plays more games on Friday than Saturday, so I expect them to have an advantage here. They go down to South Florida. Let's just recall a little of that old VT Miami, slugfest.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take that big fat 17.5 points tonight.
Okay.
Friday degenerate special. I expect Miami to win, maybe get a little backdoor, plus 17.5. And because I love the NFL so much, I'm only going to give one other college game.
Okay.
And again, this is the one that I like second least.
Okay.
And I'm trying to not mush myself. God, these other 2. Anyway, I'm going to go UCF in Colorado going over 62.
Okay.
I mean, I can see that one, 38-30.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of points, and I have been terrible as a sucker on the over-under.
Yeah.
And I'm leaving 3 college games that I almost want to give you out of charity.
Out of charity.
But instead, I'm going to take...
Here's what's even better.
Yeah.
I like you taking those because I'm going to take Miami to beat Virginia Tech by 17.5.
All right.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to lay the 17.5 and ride with the Canes whoosh whoosh tonight with the potential Heisman Trophy winner.
Okay.
And see if they come out and play some good football against Vatek, who has not been very good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to...
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so I'll
fair.
do that.
All right, let's take it over to the... Let's take it over to the NFL.
This does not bode well for me.
Yeah, I don't like a ton of these more than the others. So I tell you what I do like. I like the Rams and the pedigree they bring into Chicago and get 3 points against a rookie quarterback. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Give me the Rams +3.
Okay. Are we both at 3 picks now?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so I'm up.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
-2.5. I just think Buffalo's been playing great football, but Baltimore kind of needs it at home Sunday night. I think Baltimore gets that one. I'm surprised that Baltimore is a 2.5 point favorite, to be honest with you.
I'm going to ride this team with these small spreads against lesser teams.
Yeah.
But the Steelers only given 1.5 at Indy.
Yeah.
And that rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like another ugly 16-13 Steelers win to me.
Sure
I'm gonna go Steelers -1.5 at Indy.
Okay. And I'm going to go one more. Do I have one more?
You do.
I'm going to go one more NFL game.
Okay.
I watched these 2 teams play, I think, in the playoffs last year. I like the Bucks at home. They're a dog.
+1.5.
+1.5 against Philly.
I'm good with that.
I don't like Philly play that well so far, and I think Tampa Bay will bounce back after last week's wake-up call.
I often don't listen, I'm just going to throw some out here that I'm not picking. The Browns +2 at the Raiders.
You like that?
Sure feels like Cleveland wins that straight up. The Chargers getting 7 at home.
Yeah.
With a show-me game for Jim Harbaugh and a rushing attack and that seems like too many against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I like Green Bay only giving 1.5 home. It's time for the Vikings to understand that you lose every now and then in the NFL.
Yeah.
And so with all those great picks, instead, I'm going to go to the one that has tormented me for more years than all the others combined, and I'm going to lay 2.5 at home with the Falcons over the Saints. Atlanta's played pretty good football. Okay. They bounced back. That was a tough one at home. They've had a tough schedule, so they're not going to be, overburdened with the talent. So give me Atlanta minus 2.5. And somehow, with a list of 10 games that I loved, I picked 3 that would probably be at the bottom 3. I do that, though, because I know something's wrong. It's like the Penn State-Illinois line before we wrap up. Penn State's favorite 18.5 over an Illinois team that's undefeated and won at Nebraska. It makes no sense, man. It's by far the nonsensical line of the week. And I bet you if we go here and we look at the consensus betting on Illinois and Penn State, I bet you 80% of the money is on Illinois, no? Getting that kind of cheese on the road.
Yeah,
and Penn State is not exactly, super explosive, blow you out program. I'm going to, let's see. 75% is on Illinois. Makes sense. It ain't my money. It seems like Penn State minus 18.5, which flies against anything you would think would be the play, because the whole world is on Illinois, and that spread's way too big.
Well, I know that.
It's a little tip.
I know that our guy up there in Penn State is a heck of a coverer.
Yeah, it just seems so odd.
But it's a big number.
That's 8. Illinois
just beat Nebraska on the road.
Yeah, they had a win. Was it Kansas early in the year?
Yeah,
they were an underdog.
Bielema's got them playing good football.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
Luke Altmaier, former Ole Miss Rebel, is the quarterback for the Fighting Illini. And then we got our guy from Atlantic Coast. Oh.
Look what you've done.
Oh, the receiver. Catches a touchdown every week. Oh.
Yeah, Illinois this year. Beat Eastern Illinois, doesn't count. But then they beat Kansas. Then they beat Central Mish by 3 touchdowns. And then they just won at Nebraska. So, yeah.
Pat Bryant.
So they're 4-0 on the season.
Shout out to Pat Bryant. Shout out to Atlantic Coast. Shout out to the Friday 5-pack. There you have them. You'll get those up, and we'll come back with more right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big this summer. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime powertrain and a 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give us the opportunity to earn your business today. Atlantic Boulevard, Jacksonville, or visit JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Welcome to the family.
I was so excited when I heard this sandwich was back. What's up? This is Mike.
And this is Celia.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich
is the symphony of flavors. You can always count on that crispy, tender, juicy chicken. It's so good.
My favorite part is the pimento cheese. Topped off with the honey, it all comes together perfectly. I like the original.
I like the spicy chicken fillet. But either way,
you're getting a winner.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey, Hicken here for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with more than 5 million active members, including yours truly. It's Prize Picks. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 player stat projections. Gang, watch the winnings roll in. And right now, throughout September, one Caleb Williams passing yard gets you 1 win on Prize Picks. If you want to play the little 2-pack, you only need to be 50% right. And when my picks hit, which I usually do, including last night, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes because Prize Pick puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Make Sunday fun day like I do by playing Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code JAX, that's JAX. You get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
When you're hungry for midday sports talk, share a table with Helmets and Heels.
It's a bad idea to travel on an empty stomach.
Mia, Lauren, and Taylor. We like hungry.
Switched on by First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Did you know you can charge the all-new Honda Electric Prologue in the same receptacle as your phone? You don't need these special charging stations at your home. Simply plug in your Honda or your phone. See your local Honda dealer now. We're electrified.
Mark Watson here to tell you a little bit about hardballcreative.com. It's your online promo haven with thousands of ideas on how to promote your company. We're open 24/7, 365.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Former Florida Gators linebacker Ventrell Miller will be pressed into duty this week because of the foot injury to Foye Oluokun. Jaguars defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen on the opportunity for the 2023 4th-round pick.
The good thing is he's played in the first 3 games, before this happened, and so he's had some game experience. He's been out there with the guys calling the huddle, things like that, and so that'll be a seamless transition. And as far as the player, he's an explosive guy. He's been running and hitting. He had a really good training camp. He's made some good plays the first couple of games.
Jags defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen on Ventrell Miller. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
This could, I think, serve as some death march music. Feels like it's kind of a death march to Houston. You better do something. Houston has had an odd place in the Jacksonville Jaguars dynamic through the years, whether it was the Oilers, who the team played their very first game against, who the team got their very first win against, whether it's been some wacky games with the Texans through the years. And you can think back to many of them, including kind of the site of where it was like the exclamation point, okay, well, this little run is over. And that was the Jalen nonsense out in Houston to open the season, 2 years back, and that was the beginning of the end of that whole grouping, right? So 6-point underdogs are the Jaguars. By the way, I got good news for you as you come back. You're Bama, you actually get +2, and the over is actually only 48.5, not 9. So
huge.
Maybe that'll turn the tide for you. All right, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see. But the Atlanta Braves, who face the prospect of 5 games in 3 days, because tonight's game against Kansas City's in serious jeopardy. It's still they're still being pounded up there from the storm. It'll move through. We'll see just what the circumstances allow up there today. But they've announced that Max Fried will pitch the first game against Kansas City. They're going to throw Chris Sale whenever they face elimination.
Kind of arrogant.
I don't know. I don't know if arrogance would be the right word. I don't know if it's smart. I don't know if it's necessarily arrogant. I think I would pitch him right out of the gates. But then again, if today gets rained out, Dan, you're pushing to Saturday anyway. What's the difference, really? Well, there's not much of a difference if you don't play today. Now, if you play today, you have an argument about affecting your playoff. But you start the playoffs on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And if you can't pitch till Saturday anyway, what's the difference?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe.
That's 4. You're not pitching on 3 days rest.
Thursday.
Yeah, you could maybe be back on Thursday. Yeah. And if you pitch Monday
game 3,
and if you pitch
if
Monday
necessary,
and if you pitch Monday, if you have to, you make a pitch game 3. Some.
Yeah.
If you have to.
It's a big risk. It's one of those,
there is no right answer here. This looks like what it looks like, Dan. It's a super regional in college baseball.
Yeah.
That's what they're left with. It's just Johnny Holstaff here. And it looks like they're going to get Ronaldo Lopez back, and he's going to be a floater. And so those 5 pitchers, I think I think, of the 5, you're power rating him right now, you'd put Morton 5th. You're power ranking the Brave staff. But it's pretty solid, 1 to 4. I'm not, I do want the best pitcher in baseball or in the National League this year to have the ball when it matters. And I will say this to this plan, Dan. I bemoaned yesterday what this rainout does is it takes not 1, not 2, but 3 prime potential Chris Sale starts away from you. It takes the one on Wednesday. It takes the one that would have been on Monday. And then it also takes away game 1 of the wild card. Well, now at least he's going to pitch in one of those.
Yeah.
So you could look at it that way. He is going to get I would assume elimination doesn't come until the Mets game, but until the Mets return. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you think after Sunday's completion of play, the Diamondbacks are done, the Braves and Mets each have 2 games left, wouldn't you think those games are going to matter still on Monday?
It'd be hard to imagine them not.
Yeah. Now, the game 1 may eliminate one or the other, but at least the first game's going to have to be played. If game 1 eliminates one or the other, they don't play game 2, do they? They better not.
Probably not.
Why would I wouldn't be? That'd be silly, to be honest. Anyway, that's the latest on me.
I would suspect that the Diamondbacks have 3 left. They're the wild card of the wild card because they have 3 left with the Padres. But the Padres now are in the playoffs, but the Dodgers have clinched, so Padres may shut her down too, which would open the door for the Diamondbacks. The Brewers are locked in at 3, and the Royals are. Did they clinch? Are they in, or are they like magic number 1? I think their magic number is 1 for Kansas City.
No, they're up 3 with 3 to play. Yeah, Kansas. So the bottom line, the second Minnesota loses, the rest of the American League wild card is set. They're 3 back of Detroit and Kansas City.
They're going tonight.
4 back of Baltimore, and they play Baltimore.
They've got Brady Singer. Their rotation I saw was set. Brady Singer and Seth Lugo, and then
for
the
Kansas
Reagan
City.
Dude. Yeah.
But I wonder if that wouldn't be altered. If you,
it might be.
Why would you pitch your ace on Saturday or Sunday if you know you're in?
Right.
You're going to hold them for the playoffs. I would suspect that Milwaukee would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what their plan is going in, and I don't know does Milwaukee have a chance to be a 2?
No.
So they're in at 3. Philadelphia and LA are 1 and 2. So there's really it's kind of a smallish break for Atlanta that at least Kansas City is in a similar situation to Milwaukee. Because that didn't set up good. I got Kansas City playing with the urgency of making it in, and Milwaukee is coasting. So at least that levels that playing field. But as we stand, the Braves 1 game back of Arizona, 1 game back of the Mets. Arizona has the same amount of losses, but they've got 2 more wins as Atlanta. They're 1-1 with you.
1-1, yeah.
And I give up points. Colorado, UCF, not 62. It's over 65. Oof. One I didn't even love. All those ones I left on the table.
All right, you mentioned Trevor and the stuff with Houston, and maybe he can call on, ghosts of Houston past. 1 season ago, he went out to Houston and he went, 23 of 38 for 364. And that would be a nice little day.
Well, last year against Buffalo, it was 27 to 35 for 316.
Why?
I'm just trying to. I don't know.
Trying to find something good to talk about with Trevor instead of criticizing him, and then you turn around and just ruin the whole my whole thing, my whole basis of argument.
That's too bad.
It's like the debate team here. I just lost the debate.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I wasn't trying to lose the debate. Though.
That hurt.
I was trying to find some hope for our Jag fans who are
6.5 points
sitting here and just dying a long death right now.
You've certainly been the voice of hope this week.
Yes, the voice of hope is what I've tried to do.
That's what they're saying, yeah.
Yeah, so, well, never mind. I guess he was good last year, and this year he stinks. So I guess just get ready for another disaster throw over the middle.
In this week's game.
Yeah, that's what we got cooking.
Championship. We still have championship dreams.
We do. They might be.
They got to get going. They're not.
I would never pick them to win.
I will say this:
they can win. I keep going back to this just ineptness that they show play after play after play, and I just scratch my head like, what is going on?
Yeah, you got a lot of company there in the head scratching department. It's simple as pie. Win a game.
Yeah,
just win a game. Just get rid of all this what if, should have, whys, and just win a game. Come home, play well at home. There's enough time to turn it around and get at least competitive. Again, it's so hard right now. Without the 0-2 start, I think the 47-10 would be more palpable, manageable. You could accept it, that it's just a one-off. But when you've blown 2 games and then get beat like that, it just feels like you're spiraling.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine if I had to play this game, I would take the 6. Now 6.5.
You take the plus.
I don't think Jacksonville, and in frustration early, predicting 40-10 losses. I don't think Jacksonville is going to go play for next week like they did last week in Buffalo. I think they'll play. I think this will be a good game. I'm saying they'll win, but I think it'll be within 6.5 points. I mean, it's an awful sad commentary and reality of where we're at that you're wondering, will you be within a touchdown of the team you're supposed to be, win the division over? Oof.
Going to be, oh man, 0-4 would not be good.
It feels
be a not good thing around these parts. Not good thing.
Again, it's the same opportunity you had at Buffalo. There's an opportunity here to right things pretty quick. It seems stupid. I'm just framing it within the context of keep hope alive. But, if you beat Houston, you're a whopping 1 game back, and you got a schedule here that's conducive to win some games. If you can get confident and rolling, it's a big if right now. Big if.
Yes. So we'll see how it goes. All right, let's do this. We'll grab a break. We'll come back. Talk some college ball as well. We got some big games. Alabama, Georgia, get after it tomorrow night. It's early game of the year. I mean, and I don't know if I like this or not about college football, but there is a chance these guys will play 3 times.
Alabama and Georgia? Yeah, it was the same thing.
Any teams.
Yeah,
I mean, good teams.
Ohio State, Michigan.
Yeah, there's always those chances they can meet 3 times.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
I mean, in the NFL.
It's NFL.
Yeah, we don't care. Yeah.
We just continue to copy the NFL. Yeah. Why don't we just name the Big Ten the AFC and the SEC the NFC and go from there?
Oh, the text line designed my lifetime. Phillies are just a game back of LA, but still, we're just talking about 1 and 2 are set. So
yeah, we're not worried about.
We're not saying what order they are. So we're in context of the Brewers, they can't do anything.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break. It is a GFL Friday. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Can you make picks like a pro?
Yes!
The 1010 Weekly Pick'em Contest is brought to you by MyBookie. Make the best picks and win a pizza party from Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
Are we doing this?
You pick 'em at 1010XL.com.
Well, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think the same, right? We pay those monthly premiums. Sometimes we add them up in our head and we go, ooh, that's a lot of money. So if something happens, we need you to be there. And that's what the Kaproskis do. Craig and Chris Kaproski take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care of, I mean it. There are 2 words. It's called customer service. It's something they don't take lightly. If something happens, you call them. They get you answers immediately. If for some reason they're on the line with someone else or they can't call you, they call you right back. It's important to them. It's homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance. The Kaproskis will be there. I can speak personally because they've done it for me and my family numerous times. Get an insurance checkup. They're easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com, or call 478-8422, 478-8422. They're part of the Goosehead Insurance family, and the Kaproskys are part of our family as well.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Hicken here. Are you tired of having your carpets professionally cleaned only to have them looking dingy again? Zero Res can help. I'll tell you what, they have the technology. Zero Res uses its patented ZR water that cleans beautifully without using any soaps, detergents, or shampoos. That means zero residue left behind. And guess what? Zero Res falling back in time for September. 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $129, and we'll clean a 4th room for free. That's right. The 4th room is on me. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backwards. It's a right way to clean.
When storms start to crop up in the Atlantic or Gulf this time of year, having a solid plan to handle anything that sweeps through the first coast is very important. That's where American Electrical comes in. Ensure your home's safety and comfort with an American Electrical home generator. As the area's leading home generator dealer and installer, American Electrical can offer you easy installation, simple maintenance, and peace of mind. Schedule an assessment by simply calling the team at American Electrical. They'll walk you through the best generator for your home or business. Log on, american-electrical.com.
It's a Monday morning must.
We actually found it!
Yes. Hall of Fame Monday with Tony Baselli. Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida. Monday mornings at 7:20 with Dan and Jeff on the drill on 1010XL. The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You already know it's your boy E to the T, and we're getting a lot of love through the text line with people cashing in. I love that. I've been betting too. It makes the game so much more fun. This weekend, the Vikings visit the Packers in the divisional game. Both of these teams' defense has been playing good this year. Give me the under 45.5 at my bookie. Your home team is the underdog versus the Houston Texans. If you end up winning money, that's an easy bet. Texans minus 6.5. And how about Sunday Night Football? I'm seeing nothing but fireworks here with the Buffalo Bills and the Ravens. Give me the over 46.5. You gotta try my bookie for a limited time. My bookie is bringing back the double deposit bonus. You need to get started now. Use promo code 1010XL to claim that double deposit bonus on your money with your very first deposit. You heard that right. Double your money with promo code 1010XL before you even place a bet. Sign up using promo code 1010XL to claim that bonus. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
There are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and if you stay in your home long enough, a new roof. Hicken here for our friends at Lockhart Roofing. Nobody better in Jacksonville. How do I know? They are a local certified Master Elite contractor, and that means they have a GAF Master Elite warranty. That's the best in the roofing industry. In this day and age, don't settle for cheaper discount roofers. Lockhart Roofing has been here for decades. They aren't going anywhere. Call my friends at Lockhart Roofing, 994-3851. That's 994-3851. Lockhart Roofing, Jacksonville's best for Jacksonville people.
15,000 workers. I'm Brian Rose from Remedy Staffing. We survey 15,000 blue-collar workers each year to better understand what drives quality and dependability in our workforce. The survey shows when looking for a new job, the initial pay rate, job security, and safety while working are the most important factors for hourly workers. If you're an employer and would like to learn more about the voice of the blue-collar worker, please call us at 904-528-1933.
injury. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists returns with their free bumps and bruises evaluation clinics. Now with 4 locations, these free injury assessments are open to all schools and athletic programs. Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 through October 26th at Cortex Sports Performance in Ponte Vedra, Preferred PT in Fleming Island, and also at Brooks Rehab on Centurion Parkway and Brooks Rehab at World Golf Village.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Andrew Gibson for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Advanced Business Solutions. More than 100,000 Jacksonville residents lost power overnight due to the effects of Helene. Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan with a message for the community.
I do want to ask for your patience. I know everybody gets frustrated with power outages. We have almost 900 square miles of city here. So please make sure that you're patient with these crews.
It is a scrambled slate tonight of high school football. All Duval County public school games have either been canceled or postponed. Meanwhile, in St. Johns County, school closed today, but all athletic events will go on as scheduled. It's 79 degrees at 9 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. It's time to get nasty. 9 o'clock.
That's just no call for that.
E.
Yo.
What's going on with NLE Choppa?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't heard about that one.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I know about NLE.
Is NLE a big dog?
Yeah, no.
Really. We got a little cat fight over NLE Choppa.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
The Choppa's bringing it.
I also see a lot of rumors, E.
Uh-huh.
I saw the timeline. The timeline with
old boy
Offset.
Oh man, that's just
and Cardi.
Yeah, that's just.
I mean, Cardi. At some point, you got to understand one thing: you can't change the spots on a leopard.
Yeah.
I mean, Offset is a.
You guys are pretty engaged in this, huh?
Offset is a dog. He's running on her all the time. And
oh, so you actually saw the timeline?
The timeline of it's been like through the years. I mean,
since like 2018.
I mean, it just every 3 months he's running with somebody else.
And then he comes. I'm sorry.
And then he comes back and says, "I'm sorry, baby, I love you." And then she gets pregnant and has a kid with him. Yep. I don't understand what's going on with Cardi.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So I mean, he's trying to get an understanding here.
I mean,
Offset, Choppa's up to no good.
Choppa's bringing it.
Choppa. That's killing me.
What's the deal, Choppa? NLE. What's NLE stand for? 904.
I have no clue.
We don't know? Okay.
I have a quick trivia question for you, or
all right,
stat question.
I'm ready.
I need you to tell me, if you could.
I'm here.
Who leads the National Football League in yards per completion?
Yards per completion.
Yards per completion. It's the highest by any quarterback in a season, at least this old, granted 3 games, since Donovan McNabb in 2000.
Somebody's getting the ball down the field. Now, I'll say this. I'll throw one out just guessing. I have no idea is the answer, okay? But Denny said something about Anthony Richardson's throwing the ball down the field, so I'll throw Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson leads the NFL in yards per completion, 16.2.
What about that?
Yeah, I see you.
That'd be the highest in a year since 2000.
Hey, come on, man.
I see you, dog.
We saw that dime to, who was it, Alec Pierce, remember, in week 1 or 2 that would point that out. So there goes the boom.
Here comes the boom.
Here come the boom.
No.
Boom.
There goes the boom. Here comes the bust. This is how you come up with that whole phrase, boom or bust.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He also has
lowest completion percentage in the NFL right now belongs to
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richard, 49.3, which would be the 4th lowest completion percentage by a qualified quarterback since 2000. Our buddy Timmy Tebow is on that list, 2011, 46.5.
Oh, man.
The other two, Akili Smith and Jamarcus Russell.
Keely
does not
scream
success, by the way, that threesome that he's joined. So if you're a Colts fan, you're living through some of these growing frustrations of, man, he can make a big, huge play that not many arms can make, and then he can turn around and make you go, oh, my God, what did he just do?
He also leads the league in picks.
Yeah, he's 6. Yeah, he leads. He's worst completion percentage, most interception, highest yard per attempt.
Well, listen, again, you knew what you were getting with Anthony
Richardson.
Richardson.
Fair. He doesn't have any experience.
He's
They've won a game.
Play,
we haven't.
Yeah, he's got to play, 3 years, and then you can tell me, okay, no good, not good enough. Okay. But you got to give him 3 years. You got to. He's 20. He's like 21 years old, man. He's like a kid, isn't he? So
yeah, for 22, I think.
Let me tell you, can I give you a personal headline that warmed my soul?
Sure.
Yesterday?
I need some soul warming.
All right. This is just yours truly, so it won't matter as much to you or anyone. But it says right here, Yankees won't go to nutty numbers for Juan Soto. Insider says they'll be outbid.
Well, yours are the guys that want to do the bidding, is right? I mean, has there been any other destination even
there'll be
rumored?
There'll
I know
be.
there will be.
Yeah.
You know who always comes into play? The Giants. They've been
chasing
a
a
had
star
that
for a
guy
while.
twice.
Yeah.
They had Correa. Didn't they have Judge all but locked up?
They thought they tried.
Right? So the Giants are going to be major players there for Soto. I just assume and go out west, so go on.
You say they've been chasing the star?
The Giants. The baseball Giants.
Yeah. Wasn't Buster Posey, didn't he play for them?
Yeah, that's
Wasn't he a
forever.
star?
Yeah,
A long time ago,
forever ago,
Chief.
though.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
They've been swinging and missing at guys.
Okay.
Buster Posey ain't played in 8 years, probably.
Oh, dang. Let me stay in my
They also had Barry
you're
Bonds.
fine.
You heard of him?
I mean, Soto's
Willie Mays. They have
Soto's had a terrific year, 41,
Yes, he has.
108.
He, Judge, and Stanton has also had a good year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's missed time. He always does. But does Stanton end up with 30? I know they had 40. Stanton may have 30. He homered again last night.
No, Stanton has 27.
27, so that's close, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's in the ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
The big story, the heartwarming story at least, was the A's bid farewell. The fans bid farewell.
One other story that we haven't given enough play here because we're NL guys, and that's the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great story.
And on the other side of that coin is the just absolute collapse of the Twins.
Yeah, but these guys went and won it now.
After don't forget, man, they shed. We got our starting third baseman, I'm pretty sure came from the Tigers, didn't he, Urshela? They IL'd Baez. I mean, they kind of put up the flag.
Yeah.
And they've gone 30-12 since.
Tigers were down
August.
3-0 yesterday. Came back and beat Tampa. Jason Benetti, do you remember him? ESPN guy, Jason Benetti, he's the voice of the Tigers. He gave a great call. A city that doesn't care about the odds has a baseball team to match. Benetti said that was terrific.
I tell you what's interesting. This is a year we have talked about this. This feels even more the case in the American League. Don't you feel like the Guardians, the Tigers, the Astros, they could all beat the Yankees, couldn't they? The Yankees.
Let me tell you something. The Tigers 3-game set. They're going to trot out Tariq Skubal.
Right.
Game 1.
You're right.
He throws a gem, and they only need one other win.
It's just wide. It's wide open. And listen, I know the Phillies and Dodgers carry this brand name. I'm just telling you, I'm not that deathly afraid of either one, Hick. They're good. They're not, oh, my God, how are we going to beat them good? And they've been like that in the past. I've taken good Braves teams into series with the Dodgers, knowing full well are we losing 4-1 or 4-2?
Yeah.
That does not exist. Even our piddly little just trying to get in squads have a puncher's chance against either one. Now, to beat them both may be hard.
Well, I'm going to sit there.
But American League, I don't know, man. It could be Cleveland. They're good.
You made me 22 games ago take the Mets schedule and write W's and L's.
We had it at 90.
I got them at 90, at 14-8.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going to hope, and I think 90 still gets you in. Some don't. Diamondbacks got 88. They only got 3 left.
I got 92.
You got 86.
I got to go 4-1.
You got 5 left.
I got to go 4-1 to get to my 90.
And well, it depends how the 4-1 is. It's got to be a win over one win over the Mets to get the tiebreak.
No, I'm just saying to get to whether or not it gets me in. I'm just saying I think we both got it at 90.
I think if we get to 90, then the Diamondbacks would have to sweep the Padres.
If we get to 90, we'll get in because we'll have that tiebreaker.
Yes.
We have to get at least one off of you to get to 90.
But if we get to 90,
you're in.
We're in.
Yeah. Either one.
Yeah.
Because we are so doggone good, we hit the number when we played that game. That's why we played it.
So now, again,
90 is the number.
We've both had long layoffs. We're playing, it's interesting. We're in Milwaukee. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, might be good for pitching, might be rusty. Who knows? But we'll find out. So it starts tonight. We got, it would be nice to sweep the Brewers, which isn't happening. But we got to win tonight. And then if I can get a Diamondback loss tonight, then I'm in great shape.
Yeah, same with us. If I could win tonight and get a Diamondback loss tonight, then suddenly we're tied with them.
Or if I get a loss by you and a win by – if I get to 88 tonight, I'm in good shape. But we'll see. If we lose, it's – I mean, I think 3-2 gets you in.
The Diamondbacks ultimately –
it's not a guarantee.
The Diamondbacks –
Oh, it is for us. It is – well, no, it's not. If the Diamondbacks sweep the Padres, then they beat us if we get to 90.
If you get to 90, yeah. Because if you stop at 90, then we probably get to 90 and we get the tiebreaker.
Correct.
Unless, listen, I got news for you. I've watched my team get swept at home by the Reds.
I know.
I've watched them lose to bad teams. I've watched them. They're not playing that like that right now, though, and they seem to be aware that, they seem to be aware of what's at stake, and they're taking that to the ballpark, and we'll see if that DNA and this experience, which should bode well for them, they've been in this pressure cooker at the end of the year for the last 7 years. I said this to Dan earlier. Now, this is arrogant as a sports fan. And I don't say this to mush. I just say this as an observation because they're the only team that I follow that has elite status.
Mm-hmm.
And that is if I just, stepped off the boat, if I went away to the Peace Corps for a year and I got back and I saw that there are 3 teams fighting for 2 spots, all within a game of each other, and you told me the teams were Atlanta, the Mets, and the Diamondbacks, I think the Atlanta would have the best chance. They have that, history and experience, but we'll see. I'm tracking the Braves' weather. I mean, we could have to play 5 in 3 days.
You may not play tonight.
Imagine 5 games in 3 days. It's just ridiculous.
And then start the playoffs the very next day.
That's correct. We literally would have to start a bullpen guy. Literally, if you play Saturday, Sunday, Monday, your Saturday guy doesn't even get 4 days rest until he goes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, would be game 3 of a wild card. Oh, it's a disaster.
One other baseball note, we'll move on, but I know you're a big Florida Marlin fan.
Yes, sir.
So congratulations on your win last night. You're the first team in Major League Baseball history ever to strike out 20-plus times in a game, leave 15 runners on base, blow a 4-1 lead, commit multiple errors, fail to hit a home run, and win.
It's amazing these analytics they come up with.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Rhino. He's back. Anyway, just a little bit of baseball talk as we head into.
Let me just give one last because we are talking baseball. Let me give you one. You have nothing to worry about. I'm pretty sure Miller Park has a roof if you need it. But the Braves are scheduled to start a 3-game. Was supposed to end the season series against the Kansas City Royals tonight in Atlanta, but weather in Atlanta has been sketchy to say the least. So let me wait for the computer to wake up the hamsters, and I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah, we'll play ball tonight. Yeah, we'll play. No rain tonight in Atlanta. So at least that's not going to happen. It'll be 5 games in 4 days, not 5 in 3 tonight. 7 o'clock Atlanta.
You're making the call.
It's 2% chance of rain.
You're making the call. I like it.
Yeah, no, there is no rain in Atlanta. The rain is gone through Atlanta. Now the wind's going to blow and dry things up. There is literally no chance of rain and 15-mile-an-hour winds today. So, yeah, we'll at least get back on schedule, if not stay on.
All right. I like that. I got flash flood warnings here and stuff this morning in Atlanta.
Yeah, well, it was still raining hard, and at 9:15 it's still raining, but at 10 o'clock there's a 12% chance, and then the rest of the day it's 2%.
I mean, I guess if there's a foot of water on Truist Field, it'd be tough.
Yeah, I don't think there is, and so I do think with 2 games scheduled on Monday, as much as you would like them to have to go doubleheader, I don't think that's happening.
Me, as much as I would like them?
Yeah, sure. I'd love the Mets to have to play 2 tomorrow and then 1 Sunday and 2 Monday. Of course. Because this also comes into play when we talk about, Dan, the bullpen. When you got to squeeze in, major league teams don't throw their starters 9. You're asking these bullpen guys to throw all these extra innings, too.
No doubt about that.
So it's just stinks. I tell you what, if you got horses that can give you 8 innings, this is the week to get it. Right? You can keep them in, but we'll see. All right, let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back. Is it time to open up the bag of letters here?
Well, we could do that.
I mean, it's up to y'all. We can either these letters have gotten somewhat depressing. Yeah, but it is overflowing. I mean, the people out there from the beaches to the west side need answers. We try and give them, and then they sometimes complain about the answers we give. I don't need that, I'm not charged. There's no deductible here. I'm not getting any copay, am I?
It's pro bono.
All right, this is The Drill. It's a GFL Friday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
You saw what happened. Jeff Lageman tells you why it happened.
And here's how you know you're right.
Jeff Lageman checks the tape for you. Tuesday on Jaguars Today. Brought to you by Napa Auto Care.
10 to noon on 1010XL.
Hey, gang, Prosser here to save you some cash. Maximize your home sale now with the market experts who deliver more money in less time. And those experts are Chad and Sandy Newman. Maybe you're worried about costly repairs or upgrades needed to sell your home. You don't have to worry. The worries are relieved with Chad and Sandy, the local real estate experts we are trusting and recommending with the sale of your home. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Mortgage rates are down. It's time to create your market. Marvin in Cobblestone writes, my siblings and I moved our parents to Maryland so they can get some extra help as they get older. Next, we had to sell the home to get them some financial help for their extra care. We hired Chad and Sandy, and they delivered big. Chad and Sandy's team got our home sold in 7 days above asking price. You can too. Call Chad and Sandy today, 904-414-6200, or go to chadandsandy.com. That's ChadAndSandy.com.
Hey, Hicken here. You tired of having your carpets professionally cleaned only to have them looking dingy again? Zero Res is your answer. They have the technology. They got the patented ZR water. It cleans beautifully. Beautifully, without using any soaps, detergents, or shampoos, which means ZR, zero residue left behind. And right now, gang, for the rest of September, you better jump in while you can. 3 rooms of carpet clean for $129, and we'll clean a 4th room for free. That's right. The 4th room is on us. Zero Res, man. You spell it forwards, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Hey, John, my dad, Randy Marion's gone absolute Cadillac crazy. You won't believe our Escalade lineup.
Well, how crazy we talking, Jennifer?
Buckle up, folks. We've got over 35 Cadillac Escalades.
35 Escalades? That's luxury overload.
I'm talking fully loaded models, cutting-edge tech, and that signature Cadillac style.
And the deals are even more luxurious. $4,000 Escalade loyalty rebate.
Plus 5% off MSRP on retired courtesy vehicles. Head to Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Plus tax tag title $899 MNP and resist all.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Mad Men Marketing, Jacksonville's original digital ad agency, is now able to get your ads placed on Amazon Prime Video.